This is your Daily Rail. That of Victorian houses. In fact, that used to be a Victorian shop. You can still see the pillars. That's the original ground level. Here, the level drops. Still some old trees down there. This was dug out by hand in the Victorian times. So you can see a drop there with the trees. There's a boundary there. This is what's referred to as the boundary estate, right? You can see a drop there, and basically what happened is that the goods yard was here with 5-6 train lines here feeding the coal. It was a coal and goods yard, so you can see we're going down now. Unnecessarily going down, to be honest with you, because this was a man-made going down. Yep. As the foreigners enjoy and don't know about this, but we'll carry on. So anyway, so what's happening here is this we're about on the level about here, but not quite. See the level, the drop there. So you've got Victorian houses there. They're over 122 years old, and yet you've got a drop here. This was all dug out by hand and horse right the way through, because this, now the boundary estate, was the Walthamstow goods yard, right? And it's interesting here because you can see another failure right in front of me. But if you look down here, right, this not only is on the level, and the entrance to there is where the original points there used to be to get onto the Goblin before these trees, before these trees were put in. But this whole entire estate here, the Boundary Road estate, was put on after this was a railway yard over 122 years ago with steam trains and latterly a dump, all sorts of stuff. Now, what is interesting here is that, like, the land goes up here. Now, I know from the Victoria maps there's a cutting here, but also the trains were parked here 5 lines apart. So you had the cutting, and then you had other cuttings here going right under the house, which happens to be Harvey Court. You had a loading bay and a ramp there, a weighbridge as well, and I wouldn't be at all surprised. I've done a lot of research into it. I cannot conclude this, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if there were hidden arches underneath there where that land is, because that was then filled in to put this in. So you're talking, put it into perspective, this is the massive epic fail of Goblin Electric. That's Bridge70.com. That is the old railway lines goods yard. It's called Walthamstow goods yard here, and they all shunted up, to be honest with you, from memory, from what I can see, they all shunted up pretty much not right to the end, but pretty much sort of where that first chair is. That's where they were. There were 5 lines here. A gas main was put in over there. We know about the plans on Bridge70.com. We know about all the, the flushing tank and the very rare holding tank and all that, and the 22-foot drain that goes underneath there. And let's have another look at Bridge70.com. There we are. We're right there. See, we've still got bits there. But to be honest with you, this has got a lot of history here. And if I was to walk down there, not on this video, but if I was to walk down there, you'll see old sort of boxes and little bits and pieces there. And that gate that you can see in the distance was the exact point where the Victorian trains used to join, as I said before, the Goblin, then called the Forest Gate Railway. And if you look over there, up on that hill, this is a new pitch because to get the depth, there's a signal there which is in the exact same place as it was in Victorian times. So it's amazing to actually track all this stuff. What's getting me is the fact that the line is still closed, and yet nobody's working on it. Nobody's working on it, really, are they? Really? It'd be really encouraging to see manpower out here finishing the job. Now, the other issue is here is where my power cable comes in, and they've been hacking away for that for ages. Look, the line is closed, no trains today, yeah? But this is exactly where my power cable comes in. They've even dug up that power cable goes into there, Harvey Court, right? And it's actually pretty amazing, to be honest with you. It's pretty amazing. And let's not forget, unless they've magicked up a plan for the other 15 bridges, yeah, your Daily Rail, after 1 year and nearly 2 months, is becoming a double DVD box set for the Christmas on a Christmas after, which I couldn't bear to watch. I don't know about anybody else. Join us. This is your Daily Rail.